in trouble as a nation, as a people, because we have lost sight of who God is as Creator. For 200 years, we've held Christian ethics in high regard. But in the last 50, we have seen a sharp decline in how our laws are written, and how our country is run. Our country is run on the basis of little pockets of people rather than the collective country. But why has this happened? Because the church stopped doing it. Now, some would say that the church stopped because the government started. But just because the government adds things to it, is that reason for the church to stop doing something? The church's mission today must include stopping the world's type of thinking. Did you know that right now the American church looks no different than the unchurched, the people in the church? Christian teenagers are almost as likely to cheat as non-Christians. These same teenagers, half of them, think there are no absolute moral standards. That it's my life, it's my body, I can do as I want. If it doesn't hurt you, what are you worried about me? And divorces among evangelicals exceed the national norms. The national norm is 50% on divorce. That means more than 50% of Bible-believing married couples are getting divorces. Doesn't speak too highly of God's character, does it? Where did we miss it? We stopped standing on our principles. We stopped standing on the character of God. This has been a long downhill slide. I understand that. I think everybody does. But it's time to wipe the grease off of that slide so that we stick to it. I don't know if you guys remember when you were kids and you went to go sliding on a humid day. What happened when you hit that slide? You came to a screeching halt, usually with floor burns on the backs of your legs. We need to do that to this slide. We need to wipe the grease off of it, put our feet down and stop us from going down and start wiping that grease off as we move back up the slide. It's not going to be an easy task by any stretch of the imagination. It's not going to be easy. But it starts with us today. It starts with individuals working in their own communities who come together to work with a bigger community, or not necessarily a bigger community, but just banding together. Amen. Simple acts of kindness. Putting other people's needs before your own. To not stand up against the world's moral standings means that as a group we are losing our salt. And I kind of jumped around here to get to this point. But that's where we're at. And if we don't have the kick that we used to have, what good are we going to be? Yeah. God is our vineyard owner. Yes. We are the vines. Yes. He provides our nutrients and our sustenance. He provides good soil for us to have a good root and base in. He gave us the best thing in the world. Jesus is a branch. It's a branch that can't be broken. What is our fruit? Are we going to be a vine that produces good fruit and is going to stay around? Or are we going to produce bitter fruit that can't be used, that can't be eaten? and become useless to God. We need to stay in the Word and stay with God and continue to live in His character and not succumb to the character of the world around us. Yeah. Heavenly Father, we know we've gotten off track with what is right in this world. And we, as individuals, are trying so desperately to stay on that track. We here at Mount Zion Assembly are trying to stay on that track, Lord, and bring others to it. Lord, we just ask that you continue to fill us with the Spirit and to have that strength to go on. Lord, the compassion to meet other needs, and the strength and power to go out into our community, and the courage to step out of our boats, Lord, to produce good fruit in spite of the weeds that are around us, so that the world can be nourished with your love and